Hi, my name is Jamie Price. This is my long-term curriculum plan for community art program grades 6 through 8. The title is Putting the Self Back in Selfie, Exploring Identity Using Self-Portrait Photography and Smartphones. It is influenced by the work of Dan McAdams and his ideas of narrative identity formation and literacy through photography workshop teacher training. Lesson 1, we'll look at culture and how it affects our identity. We'll look at two artists, Omar Victor Diop, who is a visual artist and self-taught photographer from Senegal, who uses himself as a character to retell narratives from his cultural history and combines that history with his own ongoing dialogue about identity. Then we'll look at Helene Amazou, who is from Togo and is now a Belgian resident. And these portraits were taken during her time when she was seeking asylum. For the project, the students will do a cultural mapping project where they'll look at and identify different aspects of their culture and how that influences them. And then they'll do a self-reflection where they'll retell one of their family stories. Lesson 2 is elements of photography. We'll look at just the elements, the basic elements that I want them to be able to understand with their iPhone cameras. And then we'll do a photography scavenger hunt. And then for their self-reflection, they're going to think about how perspective or changing perspective changes the way we view a subject. For lesson 3, we're going to look at self-portraits versus the selfie. And this one is going to feature two artists. One is David Uzuchukwu, and he uses heavily edited photos that explore identity and a sense of belonging. And we're going to compare that to celebrity Instagram photos who are also heavily edited using a lot of times Facetune that homogenize and take away, maybe some of the ideas of identity or character. And we're going to compare and contrast those. And we're also going to look at Aylin Argan, who is an artist that exclusively shoots her portraits with her smartphone and uses editing apps. So then for our project, we're going to use filters and editing apps to help express or illustrate an emotion of their choice. And then for their self-assessment, they're going to talk about how do edited pictures on social media affect our idea of what is normal. So lesson 4 and 5 is planning and taking a self-portrait. They're going to be just using the self-portrait planning guide and then writing an I am poem to help go ahead and we're trying to streamline down to what it is that they want to express or use for their final project. So then for their lesson 5, they'll just do the photo shoot and the photo editing. And for self-assessment, they're going to talk about what they would like their portrait to say about them. Lesson 6 is the group exhibition and critique. I'm planning on having all the student work posted on a class Instagram page, but if that wasn't possible, you could also print and display and or post to a private student website. And then for their assessment, they would just do a series of self-reflection questions over the whole project, since this is not a graded environment. So here's an example of some of the assessments that we would be doing throughout and then at the end of the project. So like, what do your family stories or traditions say about you? How do edited images on social media affect your idea about what is normal? And do you feel like you were successfully able to communicate your ideas in your final artwork? For more information, I have a Pinterest page which has links to all the artists and the different inspirations. And then for my website, you can download my entire map, the unit map, as well as the handouts. Thank you so much.